That's right. Live on Chicano 2, live on Chicano Street. You already know who it is, the voice for Chicanos. Do me a paro do razas. All I ask, just one thing, cabrones, is please hit that like. Please hit that subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, the majority of you are subscribers. I highly, highly appreciate that. Our numbers were crazy last month. And you know what? Le vamos a dar poquita más ganas, man. Gracias to all the day oneers. Gracias to everyone in the members only, the backbone of the Pinchy community. Just someone, someone give me a thumbs up. You can hear my I'm finding out when I'm roaming around, it glitches and give me a thumbs up. That's my boy Lifer says get to work. I run working hard or hardly working. Orale. And then we'll talk about right now. Norbeez returns, cabrones. Norbeez has returned. Let me go back. I appreciate you, El Chapo, my boy. That's right, my boy. I'm actually on my way to the Panteon, the cemetery. I'm barely taking a break. Ahorita estaba con un cliente, just, deals. You know what I mean? Um, but anyways, I'm taking a break. I'm going over to the cemetery. I'm gonna go visit moms. You already know my routine, my rutina. Today's rutina. I'm gonna go visit moms and go cry like a baby. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna tap in with here. We'll talk about Norbeez returning right now. Let me go through some of the roll call. Roll call. All my Chicanos. El Chapo, Mystic Mac, Mile High. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Chemo's Flicks. Chemo's Flicks. The Llaveros in the casa. I appreciate you, Chemo. Gracias. Hey, I'm gonna stay on those babosos helmets también because again, they're misguiding the youth. They're misrepresenting. Well, only one of them is Raza, right? Dubs. They're misrepresenting Raza. So let's just stay on their necks, cabron. I'm gonna stay on their necks. But the good thing about those babosos coming back pisteando, I'll tell you what. The good thing about them coming back is we already know just by them picking up beer, alcohol, we know the results when alcohol gets inside their systems. O sea, those two babosos, they don't drink alcohol. The alcohol drinks them. So there's plenty more clips coming up now that they've returned, the return of the butt buddies. And Chemo keeps screen recording. Hey, Chemo goes back into the archives too. I'm telling you, my man. You cabrones never should have opened your mouth, babosos, because now Chemo got it. And you're going to end up on the YouTube Yarda Awards. But again, both of those have already taken their walk of shame. Now Dubs is taking a double walk of shame after, reverting back to, after separating himself. Now he wants back inside of it. I don't know. So yeah, a couple more modelos in their systems. They're gonna get loose. Here comes the sex plane, and here comes everything else. But it's funny because the runner will be like, "No, this is the truth. I'm telling you the truth." You know why he has to say that? Ah, shit. Why does someone have to say, "I'm telling you the truth"? Because they have a track record of, yeah, you guessed it, man. Gracias all the day one Chicano roll call. Right here, that's right, Sanho Lifer. That's right, my hermano off of this YouTube thing. Sanho Lifer, I highly appreciate your support, man. You're a day one or a day zeroer. I actually had someone in the comment section on a live. It was like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, holy shit, cabron. I hadn't seen El Compa Sneaky Beanie. I hadn't seen the Compa Sneaky Beanie for a minute, man. I'm like, bro, he's been here since the Salinas report, and I think I used to just put a chair in my backyard with the camera, and I'm like, damn. And then I didn't see him for a while, but I get it, it's called life. And then he commented again the other day. I'm like, bro, you were here when we had 100. Now we got 10,000 Chicanos. You know what I mean? Just like Montana said, in 3-5 years, Chicanos will be the majority in the Southwest. Damn, Montana, gente, he didn't want the raza to get hurt, man. He really didn't want the raza, but what did it cost? At what cost? At what cost were people not getting stabbed, thrown off the tira, rolled up, If you're on a hands policy, then they would put hands on them. If you're on a no hands policy, getting stabbed, yarda. At what cost? Was it going to cost life preservation? At the cost of being under someone's foot and someone having their foot on your neck? Yeah, that's what Miklo had to take over, cabrones. That's right, Ray Velasquez, another Chicano. I appreciate you. El Juice is in the car. So let's talk about it real quick. Let's talk about the return of Norberto, the return of Norbeez. If you didn't know, I think Marvelous, I could be wrong, but I think Marvelous is the one that abbreviated that. I'm really good at giving nicknames too. And I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of Mexicans, we give nicknames based on how you look. Okay? So, El Orejon. You're going to be El Orejon because you have ears that are like satellite dishes. Or you're going to be this. Or you're going to be that. La Piernuda, La Brasuda, whatever. Mexicans are really good. So I think Marvelous gave him that nickname. What do I mean he returned? No, he's not doing, he didn't drop another live. He just dropped the new intro to the Run the Fade, and he changed the avatar. But Norbeez is back. I know Norbeez is good. Norbeez is back again. I think Norbeez did. I think he did the Jenny 6ix9ine, which was the craziest moment of last year. In the Jenny 6ix9ine's a Chicana, if you didn't know. So she's in the Chicano genre. Gente, I'm in the Chicano genre. Okay, don't put Mikey in these other boxes, okay? Que en la pandilla. No, 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 no. There's nothing but tough guys over there that let them, let them be tough to each other on the internet. Or que esta genre, que otra genre. I'm not. I'm in the Chicano genre. But Norbeez had the Jenny 6ix9ine moment already. And we're only in the spring of 2025. Is someone else going to pass that? I don't know. It's the ultimate troll move. That's what happened. The ultimate troll move. And him having balls to go over there, he's the only one that had a pair. The other guy, for answering the door, he was so mad that he was on the phone with Blue Dildo, on a live with Blue Dildo. He was so mad that he wanted to break Norbeez off. And he didn't break him off. We can all see it. It's on the internet because it was done on the internet. Chingado, man. This is entertaining as hell. That's right, X-rated 99559. That's right, my boy. I was just talking about Delano yesterday. Well, remember Delano, cabron, is where they took out Montana, man. Chingado, man. Remember Bonafide came? He grabbed, man. He grabbed them in one of these pressure point areas that's like the liver, gente. If some of these cabrones, they know, secret shit. The secret shit that where they hit you in the liver, or like magic in the Onda Bible, the 50 killing points and all that. All right, here it is. Let me get down, cabrones. Gracias, I appreciate everyone. So yeah, Norbeez returns, cabrones. He went ahead and he dropped the intro. He's coming back. He's gonna do what he's gonna do. What do I think he's gonna do? I think he's going to where's the wind? Oh, I left that. What do I think he's going to do? I think he's going to do break the silence video, and everyone's gonna be asking him questions. What happened here? What happened there? Why did you do that? What happened? Did he snake you? Did he do this? Did he do that? Gente, I don't know this for a fact. I don't know this for a fact, what I'm about to say right now. But let's just hypothetically say, if there is a court case, if the police did get involved, because think about it, gente. Think about it. If you go to the hospital, again, forget the street stuff, forget politics, all this stuff that only Chicanos have to deal with in California, because nowhere else they have to deal with that shit. You're passing through a town, you get assaulted, you get taken to the hospital. What's gonna happen at the hospital? Usually, The doctor has a code of ethics that he has to abide by. And in that code of ethics is report to any first responding party injuries that are out of the normal. Out of the normals. Someone that goes in there and says, okay, I just bumped my head, then it has to look like you bumped your head. Okay. If it doesn't look like you bumped your head, then there's an ethical code for doctors. Again, I'm saying that's why I'm saying this is a hypothetical situation. I don't know, but he's not going to be able to say too much regardless. Lo que quiere sacar la gente. It was all on the internet. Nino America saw it. He was the first ones. He was one of the first ones to see it. My my wife saw it. I was outside and me dice, you got to see what's happening. I forgot what she told me. And I'm simple. I'm coming off el trabajar. I don't want to do nothing. The last thing I want to do is be on my phone. Yeah, 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 or something like that, right? Us husbands, chingado. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I come back in. I turn on my phone, and Norbeez is leaking. It looked. Someone told me, alleged. I don't know, but someone I had heard through the grapevine that he put keys in his hands. That's like another little sneak. Now, I never liked keys. I never liked brass knuckles. I'm going to keep it real with you. I think I was like 12, 13 years old. As little chavalitos, especially in the hood and all that. We'd have butterfly knives and brass knuckles. We'd have all that shit, right? Just to be cool, I guess. I don't know, a butterfly knife, just to be cool. It was hard to open that shit. But I had the brass knuckles on my hand one time, and I don't know if I hit a tree. I said, let me see how this shit feels. That shit hurt my hand more. I was like, okay, this is not what am I gonna do? Sock the dude and then end up with 4 fucking bruised fingers? Chale, chale. But what I heard is that the Vaboso has some hands, has some keys inside his hands. Again, if this goes to the courts, which I don't know, I thought I heard Gil say something. I thought I heard Alvin say something. Fuck your feelings. That's right. That's one of my favorite shirts, way. Norbeez, Tres Banderas Mexicanos. We got to back up Raza, gente. We definitely have to back up Raza, man. Norbeez is Raza, man. He came on board, Tony, Rhodium Radio 2 years ago. I mean, double, tripled his following to the point where he could have a channel with now on his own with thousands of followers. So I know he appreciates the love. We don't talk every day or nothing like that, but we communicate. We do communicate. I'll just leave it at that. But we always got to back up Raza, man. We always got to back up Raza. Quiero Valleros in the casa. American Chicloso's a chump. Ah, shit, man. Ah, shit. Smokey the Local Bear. Mikey, I send mine in full. Smokey the Local Bear. I appreciate you, cabron. There's a real life hero. I mean, cuando yo voy a trabajar, ¿qué hago yo? Vendo casas. Of course, it's the largest asset, and you got to get the professional in there. And don't just dilly-dally with anybody. Especially, it's one of the biggest major tranzas que vas a hacer. But I don't do what Smokey the Local Bear does. I don't put motherfuckers on my shoulders, put their lives before my life. That's some honorable shit. I appreciate you, Smokey the Local Bear. That's right. Fuck your feelings, says Raza is Raza. That's right, man. Raza is Raza, and we do gotta back ourselves up. Even if we don't agree, even if politics, gente, when you hear me ever talk about politics, gente, politics is never gonna be. It's not the person's full character. It could be a program, indoctrinated just mindset that was given to them because they grew up watching TV and the TV brainwashed them. Just because fucking that guy, what's his name, Jorge Ramos said it. The Rastas like that. We're like that. You know what I mean? Jorge Ramos said it. Or when we used to say Walter, oh, El Walter, and we'd run to the TV just to see what Walter would tell us what's gonna happen tomorrow. Come on now, come on. And then most of the times we vote by the last name, and then the motherfucker sells out. He's a vendido like Alvin. If Alvin ever were to get into politics, trust me, he gave up on the city council. You think he's gonna make it in the state? Oh, someone messaged me, right? Oh, Mikey, you ain't. I ain't gonna put your name out there, but someone messaged me, right? Oh, Mikey, you ain't right. He got kicked out because he introduced hold on. he tried to introduce a program for kids, and porque no lo pelaron with what he was saying, he just left it, and that's noble. No, it's not. Shit. What do you mean, way? What do you mean that's noble, man? Órale, Walter Mercado. What do you mean, man? So at the first sign of opposition, at the first sign of contention, at the first sign of shit's not going my way, I'm gonna abandon the people. I'm gonna abandon the people. I mean, damn it, man. He's probably jumped out of the rides a couple times. He left the homies hanging a couple times. You know what I mean? Strapped up and all that. Right before they hit the corner, let me out. Like Miklo, you know, when Paco told him he was gonna take him to the county. What did he say? Let me out. Yeah. So again, if he can't make it in that, he's never gonna make it anywhere else. You gotta be open to conflict. You gotta be open to contention. You gotta be open to making mistakes. Every skill that I learned, or every knowledge that I have, or everything that I tried that I know now how to do right, I fucked it up in the beginning. I messed it up. You can't be también tener miedo que te va a ir mal. Me va a ir mal. Well, if you're already thinking it, then sí te va a ir mal. See what I'm saying? I'm right here, man. I'm chilling with moms, looking at her beautiful headstone. So this is what I put on mom's headstone, gente. You know how people put dichos, frases, and all that. I put, me diste tu corazón, te extraño tanto, ama. Boom. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. My honest opinion. Okay, their hometown is in the casa. What's up, Mikey? ¿Qué onda? ¿Por qué somos la onda? You know, it's funny because even there in institutions, Northern Mexicans, Southern Mexicans, o sea, they know qué es la raza. They're not confused with the raza inside the institutions. You know, I'm never going to be on a podcast, gente, and misrepresent. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, I'm on a podcast and the issue had to do with, a Brazilian brother. Let's say I had to do with un brasileño, okay? And I'm on a podcast and they're asking me about, my opinion. And all of a sudden, if the other podcaster tells me, well, you're people, right? I'm going to say, well, wait a second. Just, make it clear. No, I'm not brasileño. I'm actually Mexican. Would be the same way as you trying to bring Mexicans into an issue that's not a Mexican issue. And people know what I'm saying without saying it. That issue had to do with your mouth, with you saying the N word. And now you got to call 50 people to go with you. One of those kind of individuals that'll say, well, if one jumps, we all jump. If I jump, we all go. Cálmate, güey. Orale, that's right. Flannel. He has a flannel fetish. She says, "What the hell? ¿Qué es eso, cabrón?" I don't even want to know. Wait, don't. Never mind me asking you what a flannel fetish. But he says Central Americans are raza. So when you think about raza, yeah, let's break this down. Let's get technical. Raza means race. Okay, I'm almost absolutely certain that the same blood that is in Mexicans, which is Spanish and indigenous blood, is in Central Americans. I'm like 90 something percent positive about that, gente. So if in that sense, yes. But then historically, what ended up happening? Mexico is the bordering country of the United States, right? So what ended up happening? Here comes, the 19th century, the 20th century. Mexico became a country in the 19th century. I believe it was the 1800s. When that ended up happening, well, they ended up migrating. Here, the U.S. is already established. So it was the Mexicanos that felt the first oppression from the Norte Americanos. Hence, birthed the whole movement, que somos Chicanos, way. Que somos Chicanos. So, I hope that makes sense as far as Chicanismo, Chicanos way. If you mean raza, do we have the same blood? I'm almost certain we do. I mean, look at Alvin. He's güero, right? But because of the geographic location of his country, for damn sure he's got indigenous blood pumping through his vein. So again, people just get aguitado, butt hurt when you get technical with it. Fuck your feelings. That's what I say. That's right, my boy. A Cali Mac burger in vegan or regular patties. How about you want a flying Dutch? How about a flying Cali Mac Dutchman? At In-N-Out Burger, if you didn't know, the whole menu is not up there, gente. That's only half the menu. The inside menu, Google it, or I've seen people share it on IG. But there's something called the Flying Dutchman. That's what I get because I me cuido at least Monday through Saturday. Sunday I eat whatever. The Flying Dutchman is just the two patties, the two cheeses, and they're thick ass cheeses. And you can get the grilled onions on top, which are the ones that are diced, which are my favorite. Those are Flying Dutchmans. I'm on a keto diet. It's high protein and it's high fat. And they're natural proteins and they're natural fats. I eat the same 5, 6 things all week long. But anyways, I'm okay with the Cali Mac burger. You know, I'm okay with that. And Marvelous says it actually sounds like a supermarket in Mexico. That's right, mi hermano Beanloke, or whether that's Mr. 209. I send mine to both of you gentlemen. If you haven't already subscribed, do yourself a favor and jump in the mix, okay? Because if you didn't know, Beanloke and Mr. 209, Sops, got a seat at the table for the Chicanos, man. They're in the Chicano genre. They have a good old time over there on that canal. They're on some grown man shit. So do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Go over there, go subscribe. Wait. He don't even bring up that word Calimac. Have you guys ever noticed? Yeah, because it flopped. It flopped. And who called that? Who called that was gonna flop? Well, I mean, Marvelous was one of the first ones, right? He was saying, "What this? We don't need a new movement." You know, and to be honest with you, gente, damn, with everything that's crashing on the internet with the raza, fuck, man, the unity is, o sea, the tunnel's getting longer on what was trying to be one of my goals was to, contact channels. Hey, fuck it, let's move on. This ain't shit. We got to get on the same page again, which would be a beautiful thing. But fuck it. I mean, the pleitos of the people like anyways. That's what gets the views of the people that are into views. But it's looking worser. We seen Lucky now. Videos just started dropping last night and this morning on Lucky with that güero. Now, someone messaged me and says, no, he's not a güero. He doesn't represent us. So I thought the dude was a güero. Um, but he's not a güero. Someone said that he's native. That because his last name, I'm not gonna say his name. His last name is the name of a liquor. It's a it's the last name of a licor. Let's just say that, right? He's native, and I'm like, okay, then. So what was he? He was in the sweat lodge the whole time, or what? The level 2 sweat lodge, or I don't know. But anyways, I like Crazy Hood Media. I like a lot of people put shorts. I like his short because Crazy Hood Media, I like his editing, cabrones. I like the way he puts the dramatic music. I like the way he puts the emojis in there. I mean, if I ever end up building a team, I'll pay someone and we'll take it to the next level to really, really bring our presentation to an executive level. Right now, it's clean as hell, I believe. I can't wait to get back in the studio tomorrow for our regular Wednesday. Um, a lot of people ask me, what equipment do you use, Mikey? I'll let you know right now. I'll let you know. I'm not, I don't, gente, here today, gone tomorrow. The way the blessing works is you need to each one teach one. Pass knowledge on. No one's born knowing shit. Some of us are gifted, but from God, but no one. I use all Canon equipment. You want to ask me what I use? I have two Canon R5s, and because I have three camera angles, two Canon R5s and one Canon R6. I use the Canon 35L. I use the Canon RF50 and the Canon RF85. They're all $3,000 lenses, and the cameras are probably about $4,000 to $6,000. Just in case you wanted to know. That's right. Jenny Selby says, Saludos de San Diego. Gente, I appreciate you, amiga. Gracias. We're just talking about Norbeez has returned. He didn't do it live. No, he didn't do it live. But he went ahead and he posted the new intro to the channel. To me, that's an indicator that Norbeez is good. I want to look out for He's Raza. We got to look out for Raza. Unfortunately, he got snaked, gente. Now, you're going to say, well, he got what he asked for. I get it, cabrón. I'm not going to say no. You know, he did the ultimate troll move. I could just imagine Alvin was on live with the King of Calexico, right? He was on live with the King of Calexico, and then all of a sudden, he just hears a bang, 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 bang. Hey, Gil, I just want to talk. Oh my God. Kimo, come on, cabron. Include that in the clip, way. I need you to include that in the clip. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Gil, I just want to talk. Oh, man. That's right. Salud. Is Risky Business in here? Here's another day oneer who always brings up a great conversation. I can't wait to go live from the studio and do the regular Wednesday night show in the studio. The studio hasn't been fired up like in una semana. That's why I've been making it up with the raza with quick lives. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like though, por favor. And if you haven't already subscribed, it's your first time on Chicano Tube, you're very welcome here. Here's just a Chicano's perspective. A lot of people know the culture already. They know it. They only know it by lowriders, Charlie Browns, hush puppies, brim hats, flannels, etc. But here, we're going to empower Chicanos through knowledge and through experience. So hit that like. Chicanos are confused because y'all's family migrated from South Mexico to the northwest of the USA. Migrated too far, in my opinion. I mean, Chicanos are confused. Wait, are you meaning people who believe what's not the most common definition of Chicanos, which is first generation Mexican Americans? Now, Marvelous, primeramente Dios, will come on the platform and give his definition. That was the first time I've ever heard that. That was the first time I ever heard. Um, there was a man named Meshi. When I heard, and again, I'm not ruling it out because I don't know. Once you learn that they spoon fed you shit in the educational system, and left all of the massacres out, they left all of the stolen land out, they left all of the negative stuff out, because what country would want to paint themselves in a negative light, especially when you created the foundation of the country on a constitution, things that I respect highly. A lot of people didn't even know this. Mexico lightweight copied the U.S. Constitution. Lightweight. What I'm talking about, what aspects? The most important ones: freedom, liberty, rights, equality. That's what I mean. But I don't know what you mean. Chicanos are confused, way. I'm not confused, way. Gallo Negro wasn't confused. He was the baddest Chicano in the barrio, man. Is there a Central American Chicano? You know what, man? In efforts to create peace and unity and calmado, I would I would say let's create a category then. Central Americans, Chicanos. Okay, that's it, Alvin. That's your category, way. But just don't misrepresent us. Okay? You don't call 50 motherfuckers if you say the N-word again, because we know you say the N-word. We know you do. We got you 10 times. You don't like it when they edited a video about you, but you shared an edited video of Norbeez. Gilville. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong, right? I'm just saying. Man, there's so many videos people could drop on the contradictions. Chemo. You'll be working on those videos through 2030, way. On all the times that Vato's contradicted himself. I mean, that's what happens, I guess, when you just end up in juvenile hall and then nothing else. Then you disappear and become a construction guy, and then you pop back in the picture 20 years later and then pick up where you left off with a brash mouth and disrespecting people, and you get mad and want to jump and create fucking strife and a pinchy YouTube riot when they say, hey, you're not Chicano. I don't know. I appreciate you, Jenny Selby. That's right. HCB Chemistry. Don't forget to subscribe over to HCB Chemistry, man. Lucky is órale. HCB chemistry. Interesting. What you think about this? Lucky is raza, and he started the genre. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, raza. Now again, we're talking about la raza movement, la raza mexicanos migrating to the U.S., the Pachuco movement, the initials of all those things. That's what I mean, raza. I mean, and blood pumping through your vein. Um, is he any one of those two? Is he any one of those two? My understanding, I don't know. I don't know DNA or genealogies. That Lucky is Russian. I don't know if he has Mexican in him. Does he or not? He started the genre. Well, chinga. You know what? Let's give it up to Alvin. He fucking started a long time ago. Alvin started a long. Who's older? Whose channel's older? Alvin or Lucky? Now again, Lucky's cool. I fucks with Lucky. I never see him siendo una hipócrita. I never seen him writing checks with his mouth that he doesn't cash. When he fucks up, he admits it like a grown man. If he needs to handle something, he don't need 50 people with him. That's why I fuck with Lucky. So at least there's some principle there with Lucky. I mean, on the vice versa, he might look at me and be like, "Nah, fuck that." He talks to him. I get it. I get it. That's all good. You know what I mean? I'm a civilian now. At the end of the day, so I get that, right? So, but he started the genre. I don't know. I don't know who started. What about Paradigm? He's been on for a minute too. Um, I don't know. Born in California, living in Mexico for 22 years. That's right. My brother Sergey's in the casa. That's right, Sergey. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you. Gracias, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you're new to the channel, cabron, we got really, really good shows Wednesday, really good shows on Friday. Really, really good shows. Hold on, I'm at the so just rock with us, man. I appreciate you, Sergey. Any questions you got, cabron? We speak in slang here. Anything, any new followers they don't understand, just ask. Just ask in the comments. If not, go ahead and get at me on IG. There's not one person on earth that says they try to reach out to me on IG that I turn them down. I'm not too busy for the community. I do it for the community, man. Straight up. Joe Bob's in the casa. Respectfully, Chicano Tube. Oakland Latino's been on YouTube since man. How did I forget about my brother Jose from Oakland Latinos United? How did I forget that? Since 2008? Shit. Damn, that's right. That might be the Godfather. That might be the Godfather right there. Oakland Latinos. Someone go and give that man a pinky ring. We need to give him his pinky ring and his flowers, man. He's the head of the commission, I think, man. He's the head of the commission. 2008? Shit. West Coast Graffiti's been on a long time, but I don't think since 2008. No, I definitely don't think it's been since 2008. Barry Wood is in the casa. He got the mirror, man. That's the same mirror, Barry Wood. That's the same mirror that the guy that hit Montana in Blood In, Blood Out. Remember? He stuck it out down the hallway. Boom. Say, amigo, you got to smoke? No, I don't smoke. But he busted out a pack just because he wanted to show him love. Busted out a pack. And then what did he do in return? He stuck a bone crusher in him. Gee, on that day, he was going to finally see, after 14 years, his only daughter, his only child. He got a bone crusher, and his own people set him up. To the youngsters out there, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to the youngsters out there. Why do you think you're the ones that are the most susceptible to be sent on a mission? Because one, you're new. Two, you're inexperienced. So that means you haven't proven yourself to anybody. And three, they're going to save the most bravest guerreros, the most baddest warriors. They're going to want to save them for time of war. I'm again, I don't know how it is now. I'm 90s, early 2000s, all I know. But that was usually the reason they would send the youngsters on the mission. They're young, they're inexperienced, and we got to keep the main soldiers for war. It's all bullshit, anyways. But anyways, Barry Wood is looking down the tier with his mirror right there. Órale. Imagine if the Americans had kept Mexico. Where would we all be today? If the Americans had kept Mexico, mm, I'm trying to wrap my head around that, tourist. But something here that we do highlight a lot on this channel, gente, is Chicano culture, Mexicano culture, history, tribal, indigenous history. It's not just the Aztecs. I'm breaking that down because the Aztec culture seems to be the most prominent. It seems the one that they put on the pedestal, but a lot of people didn't know that the Mexica tribe, the Purepecha tribe, the Purepecha tribe, according to Wayward Son, was way deadlier than the Mexica tribe. According to Wayward Son, I'm putting it out there. So again, there's just a lot of history that we're gonna put out there. The shit that's not common, you're gonna hear on the channel right here. And Wednesday, Friday, we go ahead and do lives. We do the Chicano Hour with Miss Chicano Tube every 2 weeks, and we talk about it, man. I don't claim to know everything, but I want to learn with the raza, man. HCB Chemistry says, my primos are half white too with the white dad. They family and raza too. I do get they don't have as much say, but we are not like other races, families, family. Bro, keep this a buck. When I was growing up, we didn't question anybody. Hey, who are you this? Are you Mexicana? We didn't. When your friends are your friends. That's probably the only thing I can say, because I often say this, right? The good old days were really the bad old days. You know what I mean? That means there was no golden days that I would ever go back to, but there was something. There was a bond that between carnales, hermanos, people in the same struggle that that we had that we we didn't experience anywhere else. Whether the door was getting kicked in by the Judas, it was a raid, on the run together. All that stuff is what really bonded us together. Again, it's false illusion, but that's what I do miss. But we never asked, hey, are you a Gabacho? Now, um, the gente from up north, we never tripped that. Gabachos, join in the fold. We never tripped that. Or even at the Black Brothers. But I mean, they had their own thing, but there was some. There was some that wanted to, get involved with the Mexican groups. Okay. We never tripped that. Where you become a racist? Where? Whether you like to or not? Well, I don't want to say that because it's really, you have to internalize it. That means you have to let it enter your heart, right? You don't have to. You could do what I did and just do what you got to do until you finally hit the gates and say good riddance, and flush all that shit down the toilet. Um, is when you enter the California Correctional Facility. That's where you find out, oh, I don't care how big you are. I don't care how bad you are. Oh, I'm going to do my own thing. Oh, no, I don't need, ain't no one ever going to tell me what to do. Oh, really? Oh, really? I don't give a shit if you know MMA. I don't give a shit if you're one of the baddest Chicano. Give me a name. Yair Rodriguez, or I don't give a shit if you're the baddest UFC fighter. They'll end up putting 5 cats on you and they will change your life for the worse, not for the better. If you don't know what I mean, it's better you don't. That's right. Diablo tapping in from Oak Park, Sakra, 916, Mikey N, Christine N, Homegirls N, Homeboy Shout. That's right, my boy. I appreciate you, Diablo. That's one of my day oneers wrenched up right there. I appreciate you, cabron. We're doing that midday fix. You already know what it is. Julio, so Oakland Latinos could smell a barbecue. The way. Chingado, man. Shit, man. Que gacho, huh? Hey, he hits that barbecue and 3 plates? How many plates do you think? No, that's gacho, pinche Jose. No disrespect, cabron. I want to bring him on the podcast también as well. Because again, gente, the people we bring on the podcast, I believe, are gonna help you. Uh, it'll be beneficial. Let's get that knowledge. Let's get some learning going on. So Oakland Latinos, cabron. Um, hit me up. Damn. Joe Bob, if you want to get technical, okay, MySpace started to it. So I missed that one. I missed the whole MySpace thing. Again, I didn't skip a beat, man. My testimony, it sounds like I'm in church, huh? Cholo Juan said that on a video with indicted testimony. He goes, "This is my testimony." Pinchi fucking negra starts laughing. She's a giggle. Le gusta giggle a lot, huh? She got the contagious giggle too. Um, I missed that one, man. I basically my testimony is like Cholo Juan. It was every year since '93, until '08. There was a couple months in between, but that was it, man. That was it. Unfortunately, nothing to brag about, nothing to boast about, none of that shit, man. All that stuff stays in the members only. Risky business. That's right. Orgullosamente mexicano. That's right, man. Como México, no hay dos, way. Los Angeles, Half Life. Órale, Puerto Piedra. How are you going by a movie, bro? Blood and Blood Out is a movie, although similar to reality. It's a movie. It is a movie. It's my favorite movie. And I don't know why I barely seen the unedited version on a pinchy 5-hour flight from Atlanta el domingo. Well, I started it heading to Dallas. My bad. And then I finished it because then I had work all day el sábado. But then I finished it on the flight back. Um, if you're talking about the definition of Chicano, Miklo's definition has grown more and more popular, which that means they're Chicanos in Japan with no bloodline ties to Mexico. That's what that means. And so I say that yes, that's a movie. I'm not saying I don't want to count it out and say, like, you know what, someone that lays their life down for something isn't something. That's fucked up for anyone to say that, because if someone makes the ultimate sacrifice in the name of something, at least give them that their life was purposeful. I don't say that, but also come on, wait, they're Chicanos in Russia, so I just what I'm saying, I don't know, but who's going by a movie? I don't know what you mean, Spencer. Robert Richards says California is Mexico. Here we go. There was a comment. I was at 170-acre property in Kentucky, and there was a comment. 170 acres of stolen land. Why didn't that get included in history? Why? Why did? Why wasn't transparency there for things that happened? The massacres, the boarding school, the starving indigenous people, forcing them in reservations, starving them, burning all their literature, burning all their books, their history, burning their scrolls, and trying to reprogram them. How come that's not included if it was the history? We know the answer. You missed the prologue. The Mexican American War, when Americans sailed into Veracruz and marched into Mexican City. That's right. That's right. That's part of the history, cabron. That's right. You're up on game. You're the right channel, cabron. Hit the like button. I appreciate you, Jenny Stelby. That's the one of my Chicana hermanas from San Diego. I was in San Diego not too long ago. Era una boda in Oceanside, I think. We went to Tijuana. Ate some of the best tacos ever in my life over there. Death Row. Viva Chicanos, Chicanas Norte, Califa, Sur United. That would be great, cabron. Realistically, do I ever think the gangs are going to end? No. No. The only way, hear me when I say this, gente. Hear me when I say this. The only way a gang will ever cease to exist, because the batons have been handed down now, coming up on 100 years. And tribalism is more than 100. I'm talking Mexican gangs, but tribalism is thousands and thousands of years old. Um, the only way those cease to exist is if one day, by miracle, by one day by miracle, the gang wakes up and says, you know what? We no longer have a desire to take out the opposition. And you know what? we no longer want to exist. That'll never happen. That'll never happen, especially because in Salinas here is generational, man. Except since everything started here, and of course I'm talking about the up north movement in our penitentiary in like 64 or so. I think I was told 64 or 67. It's only been getting worse and worse here. The only thing that does give me pride is that these youngsters here in Salinas are still sticking to traditional Mexican Chicano roots. They are. And I'm not gonna go into that. If you know, you know. If you need that, break it down. Get at me on IG. It's a brotherhood made by evolution and human migration. Oh, tourists getting deep on me, cabrón. Trip out on Wednesday night, cabrón. 7 o'clock. Tap in. Me das una llamada, cabrón. I want to hear about that. Let's talk about that. Los Angeles Aztecs were not the only people in Mexico. Tarascos, again, that's where my dad's from. The Tarascan tribe, I think that was in my pinche DNA, because that's Michoacan. We're more bloodthirsty. Every Mexicano is not Aztec. Most Mexicans are not Aztec. That's true. Los Angeles half life. Trip out on this. Trip out on this. Most people are like, I'm an Aztec warrior. Los Aztecas, right? And they don't even know that in their own bloodline, in their ancestry, their ancestors are from the tribe that fought the Aztecs, or maybe were dominated by the Aztecs. But here they are, Azteca. The calendar, huh? It was the calendar. You know what? The gang culture también, gente. That's where I came into everything. When I started seeing murals, when I started going to the juvenile, I started seeing murals blasted. The homies would always blast murals. The people that could draw would blast it, and it was all cultura. But at the end of the day, if they're telling you to kill your own brother and to kill your own race, then where's the cultura? You, you see what I'm saying? I don't know. Tarascos, Taramara, Cora, Yaqui, Chichimeca, Maya, Zapotec, Tlal, Chapos. I've heard of only half of those, cabron. Gracias for that. I appreciate you. 5150 in, 5150 out. You leave a little bit crazy. We're all a little bit crazy. All of us are a little bit crazy. Ain't no one got it together. Come on now. We all have baggage. We all have luggage. What does that mean? If it's not, manifested, it's either something in our head, it's trauma, we grew up fucked up. I've talked about I seen a lot of domestic violence in my own household. My sister says she remembers, always taking me in the room and other. I don't remember that. I have very, very like less than five memories from like 0 to 10 years old. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember too much, but I don't remember that. But I do remember, pops laying out moms several times, and it was a bad thing. Like Diddy. You see me post a short on Diddy. One of the biggest coward things you could ever do is lay your hands on a woman. Lay your hands on a woman. In the Mexican culture, that's supposed to be the most macho. That Vicente Fernandez, the king of Mexico. That motherfucker, Vicente Fernandez, in a charro outfit, rides in on a fucking horse in a charro outfit next to you. You're really gonna measure your manhood at that point. You'll be like, fuck, this motherfucker's just leaking testosterone. And you're gonna feel a little bit like, fuck, if you're not, if you're deficient. What I mean is you lay hands on women. That's deficient. That's weak. A man wouldn't. A real man wouldn't. That's right, man. Amiga Maxine, another day oneer, Chicano Tube lady. I appreciate you. God bless you. I hope you're doing well, amiga. I appreciate your support from day one. Gracias. Many Mexicans say they hate Spain, but Mexicans have Spanish blood. I I never heard a Mexican say that, but I could understand why, maybe. Um, but if the colonization never would have happened, I mean, there'd be no Chicano Tube. I mean, shit, Mikey wouldn't be here. This would be called Spanish Tube. I'd be Spanish Tube. I mean, so in that aspect, I don't know. Norbeez said something real controversial. Norbeez, you did, cabron. I know you're hearing that we'd be better off if Mexico didn't exist. Norbeez, when after you break the silence, do what you got to do. You come on Chicano Street. We're gonna talk about that, cabron. All of a sudden, he's gonna pull out fucking 5 encyclopedias on me. He's probably going to take me to school, huh? I don't put that much into it. I mean, I did learn behind the walls. I did. I mean, 10. That was a lot of books and stuff like that. All the programming books too, the indoctrination books. I read all that. Art of War, Sun Tzu. I read all that shit, right? Um, so and then culture, of course, because again, we're in the movement, so that's all we're eating, sleeping, and breathing, and that's all I told my family to send me: the history of this, the history of that, and all that. I didn't go too deep on there, but I learned something, and that's all I talk about. I don't do no new research. But Norbeez, let's handle that. We'd be better off without Mexico. Chale Street. I'm gonna say one thing. When Lucky first started, the last excuse I had for Lucky to have me on the show was when he asked me if I'm Mexican. I wasn't doing much convincing, but I knew Lucky was going up. Orale. Okay, that's right. Yeah, that's right, man. So again, I don't see every single episode. When the guest is interesting, I will take a glance. But the internet is undefeated. If something happens, good or bad, the internet's gonna put it out there, and I'll just catch the highlights. Tengo arte huichol. That's right, my boy. That's right. Orale, that's right. I appreciate you. Orale, eres Rasta way. Chicano, Mexican Rasta, or Wanawaka stick civilization. Wanawaka, it kind of sounds like the North American tribes, no? Choctaw, Chesapeake, Chickasaw. That's what kind of sounds Wanawaka. But I believe, I mean, the North American tribes and the Mexican region, again, the country, that whole region, because those tribes have the same blood. I mean, one thing or another, there could have been tribal intermingling, but that's the same blood, right? I don't know about these YouTube channels, these YouTube documentaries that say, "Oh, nomads from the Arctic Circle coming down through the land bridge, went down to the region of South America." I don't know about that because I believe there was always indigenous people here. But again, I mean, if you believe in creation, Adam and Eve, then we all started from Adam and Eve, then okay, then yes. At one point, there was one of that race. Just like our last names. I believe if you believe Adam and Eve, you believe in the Bible, there was at one point there was one Lopez. And then obviously Lopez multiplied. And if you got Lopez as the last name as another guy that has Lopez, at one point you're blood. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyways, you guys, it's 1:30, man. I just wanted to do that midday check-in. What would Tony be? No, I'm just kidding. WWTB. Can you ask Norbeez if he knows when the Chicano rap documentary? I can. I'm gonna buy it just to support it, but I don't really like Chicano rap. Chicano rap to me is bald head loc rap. It's in a box. Um, I mean, we all have different gifts. I'm not saying one gift is for one raza and another gift is for another raza, but the brothers got major ebonics. The brothers got major vocab. So, if you're just here's the thing, bald head and loc. What fucking promoter is gonna want to fill a whole lineup with a bunch of cholos rapping that have bald head and locs? What promoter? Fucking liability insurance is gonna be like triple. I'm gonna have to hire watchdogs, off duty PD and shit. Because again, that's a liability. Don't create liabilities for yourself. Create assets. Chicano rappers, in my opinion, are liabilities. Now, you have hold on, let me get on the let me fire up the ramfla, gente. Hold on. You do have Chicanos that have transcended the Chicano rap genre. The very first one I can think of, the very first one is Baby Bash. Baby Bash. I know Baby Bash is a Chicano. Absolutely. I know he's a Chicano. But look at his estilo. It's very unique. He didn't try to do what other Chicano rappers are doing. Oh, just rap over oldies. Is that all you're gonna do? Is rap over oldies? I mean, come on. So, just look at Baby Back. Tell me what the word is. Oh, really? Tell me what the word is. Oh, really? I mean, come on now. So, very few have transcended, and the rest will stay in the box doing lowrider shows. All right, you guys. Might as well. Let me see. Sylvia Lopez. I got a feeling Norbert's face is horrible. Man, I don't know, but Norbeez has returned. What I do know is that he dropped the intro. He's got a new intro, News with Norbeez. What I do know is if he ended up going to a hospital, then doctors have an ethical, moral code to report anything suspicious. That means if you go in there, como si eres una mujer, and you go in there and I just fell down and tripped, but you got a bad black eye. You got bruise marks on your arms that look similar to you were thrown to the ground. O sea, something doesn't add up. The math is not mathing. Then they have a moral ethical code to report that over to the PD. If there's a court case about it, you reap what you sow. You can't just go around punching people, man. I don't give a fuck how you feel. Our feelings are sometimes our own worst enemy, man. Our feelings. I feel I can do this. I feel I can't do that. You got to make up your mind and F your feelings on what you want to accomplish in life and what you can do. But again, I don't know that, amiga. And when he comes back, if it is a case that's open, he's going to be very limited to what he can say, because obviously that's what I would advise as an attorney. Don't say shit, especially on the internet. So anyways, I don't know, amiga. Yes, exactly. I appreciate you. Did Norbeez tell the police? Well, we don't know anything. No one knows nothing. The only thing we know is that he did the ultimate troll move, right? Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Gil, I just want to talk. We know that because that's on the internet. We know Gil said, yeah, let's talk. Stepped out and lunged at him, went through a punch, and the punch is what hit the phone and disconnected the feed. We know that because Alvin's homies put it out there. I did a live, but I did an audio live and played an audio. And I didn't caption it anything. I didn't even mention names. I didn't even mention a single verb, which is an action word in vocabulary, the English language. I didn't even mention anything. Because I knew the internet was going to dry snitch. And there it did. They said that he knocked the snot out of him. Da, 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 da. Your own homies dry snitched on you, Alvin. Your own homies. Why don't you take up something with that? Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go, man. I'm just now checking out the comments. Same time Norbeez pulled up to his space. The space of business, I get that too. I get that way. Again, I'm not looking at things through certain lenses. What's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong, and that's it, man. Yep. Keep your hands to yourself. Well, you'll mind somebody. Somebody got your number. I hate for something even to happen to Alvin, gente. I'm just gonna keep it real. Why? Because I don't send that energy to anybody because it's gonna reciprocate right back. I just don't. Gente, I'm going to let you guys go. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. We'll be back Wednesday night a las 7. Ya se acabó la quebrada. I'm in motion. Shout out to all of the Chicano channels. You know who you are. 182,000 views last month. I'm humbled. I don't think I'm ever going to post that analytic again. I did it to show you guys that we're going somewhere, that we're making our mark, and Chicanos definitely have a seat at the table, and our voice is being heard. So I appreciate you guys, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Te miro el miércoles a las 7 de la tarde. But remember what I always say, gente. Remember what I always say. In the end, all you got is the memories.